Emmerdale spoilers, 14 huge moments coming up next week. Next week in Emmerdale, emotions explode when Mack finally faces Ross over his betrayal, leading to a dangerous confrontation that quickly spins out of control. Elsewhere, Robert's life is put at risk after a frightening accident, while newcomer Serena comes under suspicion. Could she be following the same dark path as John? Here are 14 major storylines to look forward to. You can also browse the full collection of 18 spoiler photos from the upcoming episodes. 1. Mack sets a trap for Ross. Determined to get revenge, Mack tricks Ross into meeting him at a barn by pretending he needs assistance with farm work. Although Ross agrees to help, he can't shake the feeling that something is wrong. When he asks Mack if everything between them is fine, Mack hides his true intentions and insists there's no problem. 2. Ross suffers a devastating fall. As the pair unload heavy bags from a trailer, the atmosphere becomes increasingly tense. Their heated confrontation soon turns violent on the barn's upper level, ending with Ross falling over the edge. In a shocking twist, Mack leaves without helping him. 3. Vanessa is questioned about Dr. Todd. D.S. Reed arrives in the village to speak with Vanessa, revealing that police are investigating a serious complaint involving Dr. Todd. Officers want to ask about Vanessa's previous connection to him. Although Reed refuses to reveal the details of the investigation, the conversation leaves Vanessa deeply unsettled and searching for answers. 4. Charity's disappearance worries Mack. Mack becomes anxious when Charity suddenly goes missing again, prompting him to contact Vanessa in hopes of finding out where she is. He soon learns there is a positive explanation, as Charity has decided to attend a support group for survivors of rape. 5. Moira grows suspicious of Serena. Serena secretly searches for information on her laptop while making sure Robert and Moira don't see what she's doing. After Vanessa mentions that Serena has been asking questions about John, Moira firmly warns Robert that Serena must never discover the truth about Victoria's role in John's death. 6. Kev finally remembers Serena. Kev suddenly recalls exactly where he knows Serena from and immediately shares the information with Robert. Despite learning the truth, Aaron remains convinced that Serena is hiding something and cannot be trusted. 7. Robert's accident raises fresh doubts. While crossing a field, Robert is struck by a runaway farm trailer and knocked unconscious. Serena rushes to help him, but Aaron becomes suspicious because she once again appears at the scene of a major incident, reminding him of John's strange habit of always being nearby during trouble. Aaron and Chas agree to keep a close watch on Serena, and before long, they uncover something that leaves them stunned. 8. Billy and Gabby's romance is revealed. Dawn asks Billy and Gabby to keep their relationship secret from the children for the time being, but Gabby isn't happy with the request. Their secret doesn't last long after Clemmy catches them sharing a kiss at the hide. While Clemmy eventually accepts the relationship, Dawn's reaction is far less supportive. 9. Gabby's food concerns become more serious. Billy stands by Gabby during a disagreement with Laurel over an unhealthy menu, leaving Gabby grateful for his support. However, her growing obsession with healthy eating becomes more worrying when she refuses to let Thomas attend a friend's birthday party because of the food being served. 10. Kev lands a new role. Nicola hopes her recent understanding with Ross will help solve the problems surrounding Kev, but Lewis has different plans and offers his biological father a job at the cafe. Nicola is furious when she discovers Kev will be working beside her, and Lewis soon starts questioning whether hiring him was the right decision. 11. Charity almost reveals everything. Chaz learns that Charity has finally admitted the truth about baby Layla's parentage to Mack. She promises to support Charity while reminding her they still have to keep Sarah unaware of the situation. During their conversation, Charity nearly opens up about what Dr. Todd did to her, but the moment disappears when Mack arrives home with a slightly drunk Liam. 12. Caleb's risky schemes continue. Caleb secretly carries on with his questionable business dealings at the depot without attracting much attention. He asks Kerry and Billy to complete a delivery for him, hoping they can earn some easy money. 13. Noah thinks about leaving. Noah tells Mack that he has been applying for jobs overseas and is seriously considering a fresh start. Mack is left wondering how to respond, while Noah must decide whether he will follow through with his plans. 14. Jimmy avoids his duties. Instead of focusing on work, Jimmy skips his responsibilities and heads off for a round of golf with Manpreet. If Nicola discovers what he's been doing, he could soon find himself in serious trouble. Gabby and Billy's romance is exposed in Emmerdale as Dawn struggles to accept it. Gabby Thomas finds herself searching for love once again in Emmerdale, despite previously deciding she was better off focusing on herself. Romance has rarely gone her way in recent years. After a string of failed relationships with Jamie Tate, Nikki Milligan, and Vinnie Dingle, Gabby has repeatedly been left heartbroken and disappointed. Most recently, she believed Ross Barton was interested in her, only to discover she had completely misunderstood the situation. Ross's true feelings were actually for her stepmother, Laurel Thomas, leaving Gabby embarrassed after her hopes were crushed. Determined not to dwell on the rejection, Gabby convinced herself that she didn't need a relationship and instead concentrated on developing a new menu for the Hyde to keep her mind occupied. That resolve doesn't last for long. When Billy Fletcher begins flirting with her in the coming episodes, Gabby quickly finds herself drawn to him, and the pair soon begin a romantic relationship. Their new romance immediately creates tension because Billy is Dawn Taylor's former partner, and both he and Gabby are closely connected through Home Farm. As the story unfolds, Dawn becomes anxious about how her children will react if they learn their father has started dating Gabby. She asks the new couple to keep their relationship secret from Clemmy, Lucas, and Evan for the time being. Although Gabby is frustrated by Dawn's request, she later becomes more confident that her relationship with Billy has real potential after he stands by her during a disagreement with Laurel over the Hyde's food menu. The secret doesn't stay hidden for long. Clemmy unexpectedly catches Gabby and Billy sharing a kiss and immediately goes to Dawn for an explanation. While Clemmy appears to accept the situation surprisingly well, Dawn finds it much harder to cope. As her jealousy begins to grow, it threatens to create fresh problems in her relationship with Joe Tate. After Gabby suggests that Dawn may still have unresolved feelings for Billy, Joe starts to question whether there is any truth behind her suspicions. With Dawn and Joe's wedding fast approaching, the growing emotional tension raises doubts over whether their big day will go ahead without complications. 7 Emmerdale spoilers for tonight, as Kane reaches a life-changing decision. Emmerdale spoilers follow for Wednesday's episode, 8th of July, which is already available on ITVX and YouTube ahead of its ITV1 broadcast. Tonight's episode sees Kane forced to rethink his own cancer treatment after receiving heartbreaking news about Monty the dog. Elsewhere, Lewis believes it's time to welcome Kev back into his life, but his family fears the decision could end in disappointment rather than bringing them closer together. Here are 7 major moments from tonight's episode. 1. Monty's heartbreaking diagnosis is revealed. Paddy visits the Dingle family with difficult news, confirming their worst fears that Monty has been diagnosed with cancer. Although there are treatments that could help improve Monty's quality of life for a while, Kane and his family must now decide what is truly best for their much-loved companion. Emmerdale is broadcast every weekday at 8 p.m. on ITV1, with each episode also available to stream on ITVX.